know that cassava can grow up to a length of 15 feet? Or perhaps that there are two types of cassava? This staple has played a major role in our culture and history, maintaining and nourishing the first group of people found in Guyana to becoming a traditional ingredient in our kitchen. Where did this root plant come from? And how did it become an important part in our culture? Cassava is a woody scrub with edible roots, which grows in the tropical and subtropical regions of the world. Cassava can be dated back to 1588, where it was historically discovered in South America, Brazil. Though it was believed to have originated in Nigeria, it was not introduced to Africa until the year 1588 by the Portuguese. Cassava was the main staple cultivated and consumed by the indigenous people of the Guyanas. The first people known to occupy the Guyanas were the indigenous people. Originally from East Asia, 12,000 years ago they journeyed across the Bering Strait to North America and later moved southwards. These indigenous people were called Palo-Indians, also known as Old Indians, and were known for their hunting skills. They settled across the wild coast of the Guyanas. The main source of food for the indigenous people came from animals, wild cashew, and the white palm, which they refined into flour. After major droughts that led to the extinction of the white palm, the indigenous people started planting cassava as the main staple in their diets. The cassava was ground into a flour which was made into cassava bread, and the juice extracted was fermented into beverages such as the paiwari and the kasiri rum. The cassava roots aided in the survival of the Dutch, who were faced with potential starvation. Even after the slaves, indentured laborers, and the people of other ethnic extractions were brought to work on the plantation, the cassava continued to be a major staple and was utilized across the spectrum, effectively bridging the ethnic culture and traditions across the country. To learn how cassava is cultivated, we visited two local farmers, Mr. Rickford Dennis and Mr. Devon Mackenzie, who owns farmland in Craig, East Bank, Demerara, and Muckaback Dam respectively. We set out on our journey on boat and land, taking in nature as we anticipate our arrival to the farmland to gain insight on how the indigenous root is planted.
Well, to be honest with what I do first, I do sanitation. Because you can't go to the cell without you clean up the top of it first. This is for sanitation. Then you know the length of the stick where we put in, because too long of the stick, it try to be bearing of the food. So short of the cassava stick is better for it. After I put it in there, if the rain, the climate in fluctuating for the seedling that I put in there, I have my water can, I normally know me timings, and I will come and treat it with it till it give me now. If I see the rain coming now, I throw the little manure. And when I catch up more sturdy now, it's coming cover it down now. Lock it up tight like how they learn lock up there already. When I lock up, then I start giving this buds here now, I start lock it off more. Because the food has come up the earth as it getting germinate and getting fat, it's coming back. If you can give it them proper molding, you won't get the size of the cassava or the bearing of the food. So this is why I take it from the bottom straight up. So by the time it means the 6 months or 3 months, the food that you get from, how far I bring it from. You see how far I bring it from? So by the time you first swell for come to the top, normally cassavas come back when it's ripe, right? So by the time you come through Bakali, you get a whole big cassava that you least expect.
First, before you plant, you have to do what we call soil preparing. And if you don't have enough nitrogen, which is the sweet, right? We had to hit, whereby we use foul manure, foul mold, and we put it on the soil and plow it in. So we make these banks here that you see in here now, right? And then we plant. We use the same stick back. As you can see, this is one of the tree here. This is the distance we plant in the earth. like 6 to 8 inches. But you don't have to put it too long. But the more you put in, if you got the amount of stick, they bear right through from these highs here. The more highs they have, they push more bearing. When they get in, they hurt. Right? So like this amount we put in the herd, this so. We plant different in this area. We put them flat under this side, right? Like 12 to 14 inches apart.
It depends on the seedling, you know. You have in difference of the season. You have in 3 months, you get 6 months, and you know about the rest of the season, how they got it in stages. But I know, to be honest with you, got 6 months, you got 3 months. And you know with 2 months or more you got why never.
On this farm that you're on right now, we have the, we call this one black stick. Behind here, we have the black stick Roscom. And we have the one that I labeled 30 years ago, 3 months. So you can get food from it after 3 months to eat. Really, everything that you plant is good for you to water it, right? But the large amount that we plant in this area, we don't water them. We blight them for insect, pesticide, and try to keep the weeds down away from them so that they can grow and swell faster. Well, all cassava is 9 months, all the different types is 9 months, but some, the variety, they swell faster. Like the one I labeled 3 months, swell faster than all the rest of cassava in Guyana.
But this is how it's normally do it. Pick up this side like this. And if I get the ants powder and the thing to my hand reach, I will throw it here now like how I don't do that. And then I will come with this here so now. Short of this beer. I take off a piece from this. All of this get on the plant. And set back this here now. So this is how we starting to bring this cassava to the level and the size of cassava. Then I will come with the little manure now, which is the same chicken mold now, or the ants powder, whatever man with. Yeah, so we put and you treat it with the ants powder and this little fertilizer. So this little white potato carrying this right through straight to bearing. So it's like, you cover this here now, right? And then we're going for the next set of manure and process it and try it.
Around here, let's push the bearing, the cassava that you see here. Everything comes from right there, right there. Right? We plant this way. Then like 6 to 8 inches, cut them out wrong like this is. So right way around here, let's push cassava in front here. We cut it wrong, you see? Yeah. But some people only cut here and leave this exposed. But the smart way is to cover the back. So they be cassava this way and that way. Double.
It's lately planted, but you see don't start germinating food, right?
got like wood ants and other insect, they go and they eat the stick. Yeah, they destroy the food there. Because we had storm today, everything would root out the earth if you don't plant it going towards the north. Yeah, if you make your banks going to the east, you have to plant going that way. Yeah, because if you plant it going to the west, the breeze lift everything out of the earth. Yeah, so they gotta be like going north. The cassava is very good if you have land to plant, because it's different a long time. Now you can do a lot of things after, you know, by planting cassava, because you getting the price for it, because it's very expensive to plant, right? To get it to grow. And if you don't get the kind of price for a pound, you will be wasting time, right? There's one main part about it. It takes a lot of money to grow. Right now, it's way high, because it's like we getting $150 a pound. Normally it'd be like $20 and $30. No good. That can't work. But right now, food in the hole in there, right? So there's the only way we thing, but we still gotta face up with the high drugs price and the fertilizer. You know, everything. And we gotta use a lot of diesel and gas too, right? To handle the different machines that we use. So yeah, if the price is up, wasting time. Me personally, right now I have thousands of citrus, because I kind of like switch. I take a lot of blows with cassava, plenty. I just plant big, plenty. You plant up all over, and then you leave the crop. Then we got like different agencies can come from all around the world and tell us, you know, grow cassava for them. You know, when you grow it, leave it there.
There are a variety of street foods and dishes that are also prepared from this ingredient. Chef Dennis Paul is going to prepare for us today a fresh hot egg ball.
For the past 15 years, I've been making egg balls. And first of all, I'd like to say something about myself, that I never liked to cook, but as I grew older, I got married, and not knowing to cook, but I tried, and now I am very much actually a professional cook. I love to cook. Whatever you put me to cook, I'll Here to make the egg ball, I already put in salt and butter to make it moist, so that I could roll it and get it to the form of the egg ball. Here are the ingredients.